It's snowing all day. Yeah. It's snowing. My balcony. I got the door open. It's cold though. Gotta close that soon, but I'll leave it open for the time being. Oh, look at that. Gotta fix that. How's that? Look better? Do I look better? See? Ah, the light's shining through. What are you gonna do? Yeah, here I am, Friday. Yeah, somebody said, I think what they say, a drink on Friday, you can do your wonders. It's like having an apple a day. Having a good shot of whiskey on a Friday afternoon when you're talking about movies you watched. Ah, boy, is that good shit. All right, where was I? Oh yeah, I'm talking about movies. See what I watched this week. Like I say, I always say, this is not a review. I don't review nothing. I just tell you what I watched and give you a rating, what I think about it. It's my fucking opinion. That's it. I like other people's opinions. I like them sending me comments and saying they liked the movie, they didn't like the movie. I love everybody telling me stuff. Sure, that's why we're all different. We all love movies, right? Some people love it, some people hate it, some people, oh, it's okay. Anyway, I'm just here to say, hey, I watched Damsel. Millie Bobby Brown. She's getting a little bit older. No, she's not old. Don't take by any imagination. But she was in Stranger Things there 4 or 5, 6 years ago or whatever it was. But yeah, Damsel, 2024. I think this was within this Netflix. I'm pretty sure it's Netflix. Anyway, a young woman must fight. Excuse me. See, there you go again. A young woman must fight for her life when she gets thrown into a cave with a fire-breathing dragon. You gotta love this shit. Knights, princesses, queens, kings, fire-breathing dragon. Yeah, she's getting married to a prince. Who doesn't want to get married to a prince? Well, not me, but who doesn't want to get married to a prince? And when you're watching stories, fantasy stories, that's what they are, fantasy. It's a make-believe thing. You can make up, any 8-year-old can make up a fantasy story. Anyway, it's more to it than what I'm telling you, but I liked it. I enjoyed it. I didn't find anything wrong with it. I thought it was fun. Reminds me of Saturday afternoon at the movies with a bag of popcorn in your face and your Coke in your hand. I give it a 7. First time watch. Watch Damsel if you want to get, what's that word, an adventure. That's all it is. It's fantasy, it's fun. So that's it. That's my opinion. And I'm sticking to it. And I watched Irish Wish. You heard about the Ireland, you're Irish, eh? Yep. I'm part Irish myself. See my ring. Clatter ring. Got married to an Irish girl. I'm part my mom told me, or my grandmother told me, I'm part Irish and part Scottish, with a little bit of England in there. So we came from the old country in 1736. We went to America, and then we left America and came here to Canada. So I've been in Canada my family tree's been in Canada for a long time. Anyway, of course I'm not original. I'm just a guy that got off the boat. No, I'm kidding you. My family a long time ago. Irish Wish, yeah, where was? Oh, this is Netflix too. This is also a first time watch. Maddie makes a wish for true love and wakes up as the bride to be. Lindsay Lohan. Yes. And what did I give that? I didn't even mark it down. Why didn't I mark it down? I give it a 7. It was interesting. It was fun. A fluff movie, I call it. Right? So, yeah, she wakes up. She's the bride to be. And all that. And everybody else is around her. Anyway, she made a wish. She sat in the stone and made a wish. There's a wishing stone there, right? So, yeah. So it was all right. I don't have to watch you know, not to watch again. It's one of those movies you watch it the first time. It's fun, but you know, there's no need to revisit it. Then I watched Seeking Justice, which is on, I think it was on Netflix too or somewhere. It's because I don't write things down. Seeking Justice, Nicolas Cage. Boy, he's made a lot of movies. What, he makes 60 movies by now? I don't know, but he's made a lot of them. A lot of good ones, and a lot of, right? So it's a hit and miss with Nicolas Cage, but man, a lot of time he makes good movies. This one wasn't too bad. This gets a 7. A stranger helps. A stranger helps a teacher punish his wife's attacker. His wife gets attacked, but his slob, right? I don't know if she gets raped or not. I don't recall. Not that it matters. But she gets beat up, slapped around, bruises, bleeding. She's in rough shape, right? So he's sitting in the hospital waiting room or outside there. Some guy walks up to him and says, you know, we can take care of this guy for you. And he goes, what? We can, you know, take care of him for you. What are you talking about? And the guy tells him, well, you know, we'll take care of this guy. All you got to do is something for us later on, you know, like. So, you know, you're starting to think, I'm thinking, how do they know who this guy is? But anyway, they do take care of this guy. Yeah. Now they want Nicolas Cage to do something. Anyway, not a bad story. 7 gets a 7. First time watch. Yeah. I don't think I'll watch it again or ever pops up because there's too many other movies on. This one, no. Good time, first time watch. That's about it. But yeah. Seeking Justice. I try not to make these videos too long. I try my best, but then I watched Raw Deal. I have Raw Deal in my collection over there. But I was just sitting being lazy, so I yelled out Raw Deal, and it popped up on TV. So 1968, a former FBI agent infiltrates the mob in Chicago. Biggest mob in Chicago. Ernie gets involved, starts taking care of business. Yeah, gave it a 7. You can watch this again. Raw Deal. Oh yeah, you can watch this. I don't know how many times I saw Raw Deal, but it's funny. Oh yeah, yeah. Gets to shoot a lot of people. You know, stab them, choke them, kick them in the face, balls, whatever. It's Ernie. It's fun. And then I watched Commando. I watched Commando again. 1985, Commando. Oh, he's living up high. He's living the high life with his young daughter. He's in a cottage or whatever. It's up in the hills. He's having a great time, eating ice cream, fishing, you know, doing whatever, planting peas or whatever. His daughter's making him sandwiches. He's living the life of Riley. And then he gets a visit. Helicopter comes over. This old colonel comes on and says, Ernie, they're killing all your friends. Ernie goes, what? Yeah, well, we got to take care of you. So he leaves a couple of guys there, right? Soldiers, they're the best. So a little while later, and 2 minutes later, bang, bang, bang. One guy's dead, the other guy's crying for his life. But not crying for his life, but crawling for his life. So Ernie's got to go around and shoot all these fuckers and do stuff. So anyway, yeah, they kidnap his daughter, and he's got to go. He's supposed to wipe out some people for this bad guy, right? But that's about it. I can't tell you anymore. I gave it an 8. It's fun. I watch Commando again anytime. It's fun. It's fun. These movies are fun. Lauren Hardy. I watched Lauren Hardy on YouTube one day. I came across it and typed it in or whatever. And I think it's called Hogwild, but I'm not sure. I think it's from 1930. Him and his wife were in, he lost his hat. He can't find his hat. So he's yelling at his wife. She can't find his hat. And what'd you do with my hat and all that stuff? His hat's on top of his head. Anyway, his wife yells at him. His TV's not getting too much good reception. He has to go put the antenna up, wire, you know, electric, hook it on the TV and get up there on the roof. Of course, his buddy comes along and he asks for help. So they're both out there climbing up and down the roof and stuff. And of course, the Laura falls off it and lands in a puddle of water. And oh, it's hilarious. I don't know. I gotta watch some more of them. It's hilarious. Uh, yeah, you can watch that again if you want. It's only like, what is it, 20 minutes or something? It's short. This one anyway. 1930, yeah. I think it's called Hogwild. It's on YouTube. Uh, then I watched Silver River, first time watch, 1948. TCM, a cashier and army captain. As soon as he's finished with the army, he's out, right? Goes west as a gambler and converts a miner's wife while building an empire. Well, he's eyeballing this, well, seeing her before he knew she was married. He saw her and he liked her. But then he finds out she's married, so he's not too bad. But, he's a little nasty here and there. But stars Errol Flynn and Ann Sheraton. Pretty good movie, not bad. Gave it a 7. I'd probably watch that again if I was Errol Flynn. A lot of Errol Flynn movies you can watch again. Some of them you can't. One time watch is good enough for some of them. None of them, but there are some you can watch again. I like watching Errol Flynn. And then I watched 633 Squadron. A lot of Star Wars in this movie. Or this is what they got a lot of stuff for Star Wars. 633 Squadron, 1964. Cliff Robertson. I seen this at the show. Footlong hot dog, a bag of popcorn, and a Coke. Yeah, seen it at the show. Seen it at the downtown show here, down in Toronto on Yonge Street. 1963. 64. Yeah, 64. I was 13 years old. Able to go to the show by myself on a Saturday afternoon. An Allied squadron launches an attack on a Norwegian-based fuel factory. They have to blow up. They can't blow it up because they can't get at it, but there's a rock cliff that overhangs like a big rock, a big mountain. And they try to blow up the bottom of the mountain so the mountain will fall over and land on everything. Pretty good movie. I probably haven't seen this in years. 633 Squadron. Thought about it one day and I just spoke out loud. 633 Squadron. And sure enough, it popped up on TV. Yeah. I think it was on Tubi. And then I watched, nasty one, this one. I think it's called 7. Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman and Brad Pitt. One of Brad Pitt's earlier movies, because this is like 1995. This is like 30 years ago. So, Brad Pitt. Well, I don't know if you want to call him a serial killer, but this nut bar is killing people, and it has to do with gluttony and 7 sins or something like that. Pretty interesting. And the end of the movie is real nasty. It's like you gotta hold your breath and you'll choke and all that. It's nasty. Yeah, Brad Pitt. I gave it an 8. It's worth an 8. It's better than a 7. Better than a good movie. It's a little bit better than a good movie, so I gave it an 8. It's the 8 marker. Then I watched Speed. Yeah, watch Speed. Here's Speed. Yeah, Speed. We all know what Speed's about. Keanu Reeves, Sandra Bullock. Guy plants a bomb underneath the bus, and she has to drive around the bus. She can't go under 50 miles an hour. It's a great movie. Another movie you can watch again. No, maybe not tomorrow, like I say, next week, but you can watch it down the road again, no problem. Speed, 1994, and it gets a big 8. And then I watched this, and this is another fun movie. Kick-Ass. Aaron Johnson. And what's her name? That young girl. What's her name? Chloe Grace Moretz. She's been in a lot of movies now. She's in a lot of movies. Kick-Ass. There's another Kick-Ass movie, Kick-Ass 2. Not as good as this one, but not bad, but not as good. Kick-Ass, yeah, Aaron Johnson. What's it like to be a superhero? Kid sitting around the comic book store, sitting at the bar, or not bar, but what do you call it? Sitting around the table in chairs or whatever, suckle back some strawberries or, eating a hamburger, and they're talking about what's it like to be a superhero. So, young kid buys a costume, or Scooby-Doo costume, Scooby-Doo costume, you can go underwater or something like that shit. Anyway, he wears that and he goes out patrolling. Pretty good. It stars Nicolas Cage too. He's in it. It's a Batman type figure, but it's hilarious. It's great. I love it. I give it an 8. What's it like to be a superhero? Anyway, gets a big 8. It's fun. These are the kind of movies you like watching. Fun movies. You know, they're fun. So what are you gonna do? And then there's serious movies and all that. You know, there's all kinds of movies you can watch. So I had a pretty good week this week. I enjoyed all the movies I watched. I didn't watch any duds. So I don't think I did anyway. But yeah, that's it. I think that's it. I think that's all I pretty well watched or had or did or whatever. Yeah. Snow. Still snowing. It's been snowing all day, like I said. So there you go. All right, people. I hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget, leave a comment. Please subscribe, please. I beg of you. No, I'm not kidding. I don't ask people to subscribe. Make comments. Yeah, you subscribe if you want to. Only subscribe if you like what I'm doing. You know, other than that, I subscribe to other people because I like what they're doing. All right, enough of that talk.
Are you sure this thing is safe?
You sure it's safe?
Thank the maker.
Oh.
No more adventures.
All right.
I'm not going that way.
Okay, don't go that way. All right, next week. No Rick and Bob show tomorrow, or no Bob and Rick show tomorrow.